Clear to land 36 left, American 2266.
Good morning, everyone. We're here a little bit early today because we have a 747 about to take off. As you can see, it's an Asiana cargo plane. It's 747 on its way to Anchorage, Alaska. All right, we got that out of the way. Let's get started here, shall we?
Out of the blue of the western sky comes
Runway DFW.
Live from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport in Texas, this is Runway DFW, in color. Now, here is your host, Walt Zwerko.
Well, just a little before 6 a.m. here. On this Friday, October 6, 2023, it's Walt with you for another edition of Runway DFW. This time we're not at the friendly confines of DFW Founders Plaza, but rather adjacent to Runway 36 right, where where we're set up now to bring you the action of what they call North Flow here. The airplanes coming in from the south and arriving and taking off to the north. So let's have at it here for this Friday. Welcome in to Runway DFW. All right. Greetings, wherever you may be on this big blue marble. We're here to bring you about 2 hours worth of jet age entertainment, I hope. Now we're staying a little wide on this shot because it's not quite bright enough for this camera to resolve everything we're seeing quite yet. It's going to brighten up in a few minutes when the sun comes up. But yeah, it's that one's a little blurry. So let's go to camera B. Let's see what we can see there. There is the West Tower, and you see that tail there in the middle, that's a Suparna 747, and I believe that is the one we had talked about in a previous broadcast. It had suffered a jet engine fire and returned to DFW after taking off, and I believe it's still hanging out, getting ready to, or is not yet repaired, let's put it that way. So welcome everybody. We are here again at the south end of the airport. Let us go to the maps so we can show you exactly what we're up against today. We are located where that blue Runway DFW logo is there at the bottom of your screen, adjacent to runway 36 right, where the planes nominally take off in north flow. Let's see, do we have our north flow map? So there's where the planes are coming from. They're coming from the south. So they're landing right in front of us and taking off right in front of us over here. So we should have some pretty good action for you. As it brightens up, we'll be here till 9 a.m. Central Time. Because 9 a.m. Central Time is when I've got to pack things up and go to work. So here we are looking to the south. The plane coming in. If my phone will unlock. So this should be American Airlines Flight 2551 coming in from Houston, Intercontinental Airport. George Bush, I think is what it's also known as. And as you can see, we're having a bit of a focusing in issue. Let's see if this will work. Well, that wasn't very exciting. But we'll try to, that'll rectify itself before too long. Let me see, let's check in on all of y'all. There's Raina Taylor says, good morning everyone. I'm planning on being at the plaza later tonight. I'm really sorry that it's North Flow, but I'm still going to be there to see some of you guys. So if you're in the vicinity, head on out to DFW Founders Plaza this evening. We've tried to be there on Friday nights in the last few weeks. It seems like a good time to hang out at the plaza, but with North Flow and with nighttime, it's not a good mixture for our broadcasting, unfortunately. Here's a look to the south. You can see 3 aircraft lined up for landing. The first of which is American Flight 3142 from, where is that from? Garden City. It's a CRJ 701ER. It's did I say American Airlines? It's American Eagle Flight 3525. No, American Eagle Flight 3142. Let's see how the focus is doing here. Well, I'm going to have to find the manual focus here. Modern cameras, at least modern camcorders like this one, are kind of set up for automatic everything. So let's see. Oh, manual. I'm going to say this is an American Airlines A319 baby bus. It's going to Oklahoma City. And it's kind of an example of what we can see from where we are. We can get very close in. And this one is snappily headed to its takeoff position on runway 36 right. So we should have an action-packed broadcast as the morning progresses. We've got on the docket an Atlas Air 747. And we should have the flights coming in from Japan Airlines coming in from Narita Airport in Tokyo. Korean Air coming in from Seoul. Well, that went all cattywampus on us, didn't it? Let's see if we can get a better look at that Suparna plane, which I believe is the one which remains disabled due to a... Where did it go? Ah. So there it is under the watchful eye of the West Tower, that tail with the, or the red tail with the swirls on it. That's Suparna. It's a Suparna 747. I don't know if we can get any closer than that. Let's see. And I'm not sure which engine was involved in the engine fire, but you can see at least one of the engines there. Is it the one? Is it the inboard engine there? It looks like it's got its cover off, or it's disabled. I don't know. We'll probably get a better look at it as the sun comes up. Everybody saying happy birthday to Raina. Steven Salito says, Walt, I hope you have your coffee this morning. It's a little bit cooler this morning. Well, I am not one who drinks hot coffee, so I'm good. It's as you can see, it's 63 degrees here. Fahrenheit. There's an American Eagle E-Jet. Driving from Harlingen in South Texas. And there's a big old American Airlines hangar there. You can see, kind of peek inside of it, can't we? It's a big place. Graphic Sign and Design says, morning, Walt. Thanks for an early AM stream. Good day. What we got coming at us here? It's American Flight 1965. And it will be traveling to, where did I put that? To San Antonio, Texas. It's 737-800. Henry Moore says, hi, Walt. Henry here. Today is my birthday, so we've got multiple birthdays to celebrate here. Got Henry, we've got Raina. So that calls for a little celebration, does it not? Here we go. Happy birthday, everyone who's got a birthday today or this weekend or this week or this month. A time for celebration. There's an American Eagle flight arriving from Corpus Christi there in the background. We'll watch this flight to San Antonio blast off here. William Weiss says, good morning, everyone. Channel member Melbourne Aviation Video says, hi, all. John Vogel says, hi, all, watching from Melbourne, Australia. Just in the 11 o'clock hour there. Happy to have you with us. Late on a, what is this, Friday night? Channel member Kevin Kelly says, good morning, Walt. How are you today? Ooh, I can smell those jet fumes. John Kelly Grant up early with us from San Jose, California. Hello, John. So we've got an Airbus A321neo about to enter the screen. It's flight 367. It's another American Airlines plane going to Phoenix in Arizona. It's kind of lightening up here. If you're new to the channel, we want to welcome you. You'll be seeing a lot of American Airlines planes today because this is the home of American Airlines, and American dominates the traffic here to the tune of about 85% of the flights between American and American Eagle. That was flight 2594 from Minneapolis, St. Paul. Get kind of a better view of where we are here. Parked alongside a road adjacent to runway 36 right. The sun is behind us, however, as opposed to our, normally we're facing into the sun for our morning broadcast from Founders Plaza, so this is a nice refreshing change. The sun is right on, when the sun comes up in a few minutes, it'll be right on the planes. We'll get some nice, sharp, clear views. So let's see. The plane on the left is going to San Antonio. The plane on the right is going to Phoenix, and we've got another American aircraft, flight 1576, which is headed to Los Cabos in Mexico. That'll be another 737. And you're about to see it there. Meanwhile, it looks like the Phoenix flight is taking precedence here.
Entire American 1965 ready to do. One place, 36 grand, American 1965. 0 my heading, but 5.7
And I believe that'll be an anniversary message from Stephanie Hutchison, celebrating 5 months of membership. She says, "Good morning, Walton. All so glad it is Friday."
Hold 036 right now, 13609. Affirmative. Alright, then, let's go 36 right, clear for takeoff, American 18 low. To departure, American 1965, good morning.
Devin Barnes saying, "Hey, Walt," saying hello from Melbourne, Australia. Hello, Devin. Always happy to have our Aussie pals with us. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 planes in the current lineup. You see 2 of them there. Here are the rest of them. Well, no, that's not all of them, because there's a Delta plane out of the shot here. There, okay. So can I even begin to tell you which plane is going where and when? I think it's American flight 1811 which wins the prize. It's going to Omaha, Nebraska. It's an Airbus A320. Our next contestant's going to be American Flight 1890 to Las Vegas, an Airbus A321neo, which you see behind those two planes in the foreground.
1811.
We're going to get a lot of this today. These planes parked in front of each other and tails a go-go. Is this plane backing up? Oh, I thought I saw a plane backing up, but no, it was an optical delusion. I would like to give thanks to Steve Lundaby, who has graciously gifted 10 Tri-Jet memberships, which should put us back over 200. We were over 200 members of the channel for, I don't know, a couple minutes, cup of coffee. And then a lot of those were, I guess some of those were gifted memberships which expired. So we dipped just below 200 members, and now I think we're back up there thanks to Steve Lundaby. So we welcome our new members.
Right up to Haskell, 36 right, clear for takeoff on boy 3609. 3136 left. Say again. 36 right, line of boy. 36 right, line of boy, but 1330.
American Eagle Flight 3609 on its way to Wichita, Kansas. And Embraer 175.
Line up away, 36 right, American 178.
This is American Airlines Flight 1330. It is going to Austin, Texas. It's a 737-800.
Hard Haskell 36 right, to pick up the 48. Halfway 36 right, American 1320.
And we are just lousy with planes today.
30 on the schedule.
Here are the 3 planes which are still in the queue. American 1320 to Denver, American 2371 to Seattle, and Delta 1276 to Minneapolis, St. Paul. As we see American Flight 1107 coming in from El Paso, Texas. This is an Airbus A319.
It's 48 of the morning. Our net back will clear for takeoff, 36 right, American 1320. 36 right, line up, wake up, 1276. 36 left, hold short of 36 right, line up.
So we've got a lot of gifted memberships. Thank you to Steve Lundaby again. A new subscriber, Ronald Lovewell. Oh, we're going to let Delta take off, it looks like here. The Delta is going to Minneapolis, St. Paul. And that Delta A320 is 25 years old, a 20th century aircraft. Our first to be recognized as such on this morning's broadcast.
RNet Haskell, first takeoff 36 right, American 2371.
So flying around since 1998. I bet that plane's got some stories to tell. Raina says, I need to have access to where you are, Walt. I'm wondering if the airport will let some people go there. Well, I'm just parked by the side of the road. There's no signs which say I can't be here, but there's no parking here. There's no facilities here or anything. I'm just by the side of a road. Channel member Craig Russell says, good morning, everyone. Diane 1960, I didn't realize how many American Airlines flew out of DFW. Well, hang around and you'll get the idea. I see a UPS MD-11, which is on the radar. And if we look towards the north, towards the UPS cargo hub, there you see one of the MD-11s. I don't know, maybe it's the only one there, which is parked. Normally we're just a few hundred feet away from the UPS planes, but today, because of where we are, outstanding by the side of the road, we are quite a distance away, probably about 1.5 miles or 2 miles from all those UPS jets. Looks like there's some construction in between here and there. Dwayne C. says, good morning from the west side of Fort Worth. Great temperature for us this morning. I would say so. Well, it's a little damp, I have to also say. We, when I got here and I put out our table.
Haskell. Clear for takeoff 36 right, American
It was kind of slippery because of all the moisture that was on it.
Go for American 524.
This is an American flight to Minneapolis, St. Paul. Flight number 2593, if I read that correctly. There it is in the morning light.
Line up the way, 36 right, American 2569. Departure. Have a good day, American 2593.
So we're coming to you here on the Runway DFW.
RDAF Haskell, clear for takeoff, 36 right.
Yes, the Dawn Patrol.
36 right, line up and wait, American 524.
You are about to witness the takeoff of Flight 2569 to Kansas City, Missouri, I should say. It's an Airbus A321. We're here by the road. We're seeing there's a Sky Chef's truck driving past. Their catering facility is not far from where we are. There's my head. There's me swinging the camera around to get you the shot of the next plane that's going to take off, which will be right there. It is flight 524. It's an Airbus A321 going to Los Angeles. Barbara Smith wants to know, what side of the airport are you on? I am on the south side, adjacent to the west runways. Runway 36 right is the nearest runway to us. Chrissy Girl says, what a beautiful looking morning. Soman Halder is saying hello from Kolkata in India. Which when I was a lad, which tells you how long ago that was, it was popularly known, at least in the Western world, as Calcutta. Hans von Riegsee says, good morning, Walt. Hello, Hans. Kevin Kelly says, you do have a 747 coming in at 8:34 from Anchorage. I believe that's the Atlas Air that we mentioned earlier. So, yeah, we look forward to that. So that'll be about an hour from now in our final half hour of broadcasting. Raina says, okay, everyone, I'm going to head out and get ready for my riding lesson. Have a great day, everyone. Can't wait to be there later today. Thanks, everyone, for the birthday wishes. Thank you, Raina, for being a great member and supporter of this channel, and the happiest of birthdays to you. So right there, you're looking at American Flight 2029. It's going to Santa Ana, California. It's a 737-800. Well, I saw that MD-80 still parked there at the UPS depot, so hasn't gone anywhere yet. Someone chimes in, happy to see your channel and your live streaming. Thank you. Frank C. says, good morning, Walt. Love the view today. Well, probably not this view, because it only shows our stuff and me. There's Michelle R.S., one of our earliest supporters here, a Quad Jet member, and as well as a trusted moderator. Thank you, Michelle. We've got a United plane coming our way. United made some news this week. They made a firm commitment to a bunch of, is it Dreamliners or 777s? I can't remember. A bunch of Boeing and Airbus planes. So they are modernizing their fleet. Of course, all those planes don't arrive for a while because it takes Airbus and Boeing, it takes a while to crank these out. This is an 8-year-old 737-900. There you see marks from the jetway surrounding the door there. RB777 says, good morning, Walt. I was wondering if you caught AVL Kevin Nighthawk show last night. He really got a really awesome surprise when an aircraft taking off with a climb rate of 6,000 feet a minute. I saw much of Kevin's broadcast yesterday. I didn't get to see any of the Nighthawk portion of it. Hey, look at that. A $25 contribution from Michelle RS. Good morning. What a beautiful morning, she says. And where did the rest of that message go? Didn't see it, but thank you, Michelle. Can't wait to see you again one of these days. Speaking of AVL, I know that Kevin of AVL had been mulling around the possibility of coming out to DFW for a day or two of streaming later this month, but those plans have not worked out, so we hope to see him at a later date in the not too distant future. As you probably know, we utilized the batteries which he sent out for his own use on his previous 2 journeys to DFW Airport. But I can't wait to see where he goes next on his travels. Teresa says, good morning, Walt, from Ohio. Hello, Teresa. Channel member Katie Goodling says, good morning, Walt, and good morning to you, Katie. On the Incantation movie, says Michelle RS's message said, good morning, what a beautiful morning. Thank you, Walt, for bringing these amazing views. Thank you. Speaking of amazing, let us turn our attention to a queen of the skies. That's looking like a Korean Air cargo. I wasn't expecting to see this. That is a sight to see. Touching down from Atlanta. 7478. Pretty quick trip from Atlanta, just an hour and 47 minutes. And that plane will be parking over here on the west side. It'll turn around and go back to the south and find its way into the western cargo facility. It's an 11-year-old plane. So lucky us, and we should be getting to see another queen coming in the next hour. About 45 minutes from now, we should be seeing an Atlas airplane making an appearance. So meanwhile, we've still got that Suparna 747 over there. Let's see, do we get any better view of it now? This is the plane we were talking about earlier, which was disabled. I believe this is the one that was disabled by a jet engine that blew up, or yeah, it caught fire, I guess it was. Yeah, there you can see it there, the inboard engine there on the left side of the plane. It is, looks like partially dismantled. That's a big operation to replace a 747 engine. That's been there for a couple of weeks. My understanding was the plane took off from DFW, had this engine fire, and then returned to DFW. It was returned safely. Nobody was hurt. Big Dave 486 says, good morning from a rainy, cool Kentucky. Thank you as always for the great plane spotting. Peace. Steve Lundaby, he of the gifted membership, says, Walt, unless plans change when Kevin announces the date, he will be at DFW. I plan to be there. Well, I would be happy to see you. Lance Cole says, greetings, Walt. I arrived just in time to see the Queen land. Great views, as always, at Runway DFW. Thank you. And Kevin Kelly says, I love your channel, Walt. It is so cool. Mrs. Runway DFW kind of scored me the other day for using the word cool. So I'm glad other people use it too. Meanwhile, this United plane, which we looked at earlier, this is going to Denver, flight 2700, still kind of sitting there at the bottom end of runway 36 right. And over here, we're about to see coming into view. Tilt this down just a little bit. Well, that's too much. We're about to see the Korean Air 747, which we were privileged to bring you landing just a little bit ago. That sound was me trying to tighten down a drooping microphone stand. So there you go, 2 queens, 1 shot. There's TriStar Darren. I think he's celebrating an anniversary. Unfortunately, our graphics don't make that clear. You're about to see in the foreground a American Airlines flight coming in from San Antonio, just landed. So there's another Mighty Queen, or the one we saw earlier. What is this? Oh. I had an optical illusion. It looked like that plane was going towards us as opposed to away from us, and I said that plane's going in the wrong direction. But now it turns out it was going in the right direction. It took off from one of the east side runways. And I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and it looked like it was going wrong. So my apologies for that. I'm going to try to bring you the final few seconds of the Korean Air flight parking. Bill Platt has gifted 5 Tri-Jet memberships. Bill Platt, I haven't heard from Bill in a while. He is one of our members of the Moderation Federation. Thank you, Bill. Channel member Chuck Tolsma said LAX had a coyote or a fox on the runway last night. And Hans said a week or so ago, a plane had to go around because of a coyote on the runway. So, lots of new members this morning. Thank you, Bill Platt, for that once again. And welcome to all the new members. A warm welcome. Well, speaking of cargo, there's two UPS planes lit up on the radar. An MD-11 and an A300. Will we see them take off? That was American Flight 600 coming in from Austin that briefly interrupted that shot there. We're coming at you from the side of a road here, adjacent to runway 36 right, here at DFW International Airport on this Friday morning. We've got north flow in effect. And north flow means that we don't get a very good view from Founders Plaza where we usually are at. So that there was an A300 we saw in the shot there momentarily, just a second ago. We'll see that again coming in. It arrived from Little Rock, Arkansas a few moments ago. It probably came in on the east side. It did come in on the east side, which is why we didn't see it land there. There it is, A300. And it's going by the tail of the distinctive tail of the MD-11 there.
And Tower Unit, it's 2700. Did we lose some time on our wheels up? Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
This is far away. I'm trying to lock into that shot there. We'll give it a 20th century salute.
1993.
Well, we got photobombed by that American plane, but that MD-11 there in the center of your shot, that's dates back 30 years. And of course, as we always point out, we shan't be seeing the MDs for too much longer. At least not from FedEx and UPS. Well, 63 degrees on our unofficial thermometer, or on our official thermometer. 67 is what it says on our thermometer here by the side of the runway. Very pleasant. Of course, that's in Fahrenheit. Because we Americans like to do things different. Flight Radar 24, the app which I depend on to tell you exactly what's going on here, is not being real clear with me about what we're seeing right at the moment. Oh, I take that back. I was looking in the wrong place. This is flight 1947. It's going to San Diego in Southern California. It's Airbus A321-200. This is a 14-year-old plane. Mortimer Julius says, I can't wait for the MD-11 to take off. It's my favorite plane.
Hey, Tower America 1947 today. Okay, it was just real quiet. Are they doing a runway inspection or something? No problem. Quiet this morning.
Chuck Tolsman says, Walt, you are at a great spot for a small park. This would be a nice spot. It would be excellent. Let us propose that.
I'd have the Haskell clear for takeoff on my 36 right, 2700.
So it would appear that this aircraft now has the authority to take off here from DFW Airport. Oh no, wait. It's the United plane that has the authority to take off. United Flight 2700, which has been kind of hanging out there for a while. It's about to come into view. There it is. So, some action for you here on Runway DFW on this Friday. Got somebody who's come to mow the lawn here. This was unexpected, so now the aroma of jet fuel is mixed with newly mown grass. I have a new subscriber in the name of XL, and regrettably we are blocking some of his territory. I don't know what to do about that. Wasn't anticipating that.
Start at the G-line, 36 right, clear for takeoff, American 1947.
Here goes flight 1947 off to San Diego.
Back at the 936 right, American 711. American 1947, takeoff.
Next up for you, we've got American Flight 711. It's going to San Francisco, the city adjacent to the bay. On an Airbus A321neo.
Right, clear for takeoff, American 711.
And as 711 takes off, we've got a flight coming in from Silao in Mexico. It's a 737-800 flight 2263 American Airlines. So you may get a little coming and going action for you here. That flight from Silao kind of snuck up on us as we were watching that plane take off. So, well, there is a view of the two Queens. It's kind of far away, but the Korean Air cargo there on the left, the Suparna cargo plane on the right, which, as we pointed out before, is apparently the one that's disabled due to a jet engine fire. Chuck Tolson equips free Slurpees on American Flight 711. I don't know about that, Chuck, really. Well, let's see. It's quiet here for a moment, so shall we do something along the lines of this? You're watching Runway DFW, Jet Age Entertainment for the 21st century. It's Walt here, speaking to you live from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport in Texas. It is, let's see, Friday, October 6th, 2023. And I do believe we've got a heavy jet inbound. At least that's what I heard. Yes, Japan Airlines Flight 12 coming in from Haneda. This is going to be a 777 arriving. So you've come to us at a good time on Runway DFW. Thanks for watching. No, your eyes did not deceive you. That was United Airlines flight 2371. That was in your viewfinder there for a second. We'll pop it up here. It's an Airbus A319, is it not? Yes. Going to San Francisco, as I said. $19.99. And it's a 20th century airplane, which our jingle singers are poised, as always, to alert you to. And we may have to pull off of this old plane here because I think we're going to track in the Japan Airlines 777 coming down the pike. So let us do this. We have a special guest about to be here. Tell you more about that in a second. So Japan Airlines Flight 12 coming in from Haneda Airport in Tokyo, 777, which hasn't been on terra firma for the last 10 hours and 48 minutes. So nice for these morning planes not to be in the shadows. So there's the discordant sound of a 777 with a 2-cylinder lawnmower in the background.
is with you. Departure 92371.
Also coming up in this hour, we should have Korean Air flight, I can't remember the flight number, but it's coming in from Seoul. So stand by for that. Let me take a moment to welcome Sarah Deal, the real deal. It's a pleasure to meet you. She has come to see us. Do you want to be on camera or not?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm a ham.
She's a ham, she says. Well, she's wearing her Boston. She's from Boston, you know. She's wearing her Boston Airline Videos live shirt. So hello, Sarah.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
She's come to us by the side of the road.
Yes, literally.
A bit early for you, not for us. So were you here on business or pleasure? Both. Okay. So you're probably familiar with Sarah. You've seen her on Airline Videos live in the chat room there, and on our chat as well. What is your carrier? Verizon? I don't know about Verizon here. I've got T-Mobile. Sorry, it's hard to hear what you said. Oh.
departure, Delta 724.
Yeah, reboot, that's always the way to do it. All right, what have we got here? I have no idea. Whoa. It's American Flight 883 coming in from Querétaro in Mexico. It's a 737-800, don't you know? Yes. Hold on. So we can get our microphone out so Sarah can tell us a story. Because no point in her telling it to me when you can hear it as well.
So yesterday I flew in from Boston.
Boy,
And-
were your arms tired.
And yes, my arms are very tired, Walt. We had a wind behind us, so we got in here 20 minutes early. And when we were trying to land, I didn't realize how fast we were going, and I don't think the captain knew how fast we were going because, sorry, they're trying to
mow us down.
mow us down here. He put in full brakes. He could not slow down any faster. It was almost like we were on an aircraft carrier.
Wow.
It was that windy behind us.
Wow.
I've never had a landing like that in my life.
Wow.
And it was, I mean, if someone was scared of flying, that might do it.
Did
But
anything in the cabin go flying? Was anything not
well, fortunately, everything was sealed up.
Yeah.
But if something was loose, it was definitely going to fly.
Wow.
But anyway, that was sort of a interesting landing for me. So anyway, I don't want to hold up you. So.
Oh, that's all right. Well,
But it was an experience. I was a little nervous, and I never get nervous on a plane. I love planes.
yeah.
But it was just a full break.
Wow. What
and
kind of plane?
A320.
Yeah.
They did not have the Mint section, which
Oh, and
I've flown on the Mint
a
before.
JetBlue.
On JetBlue,
Okay.
yes.
Never see JetBlue over on this side for some reason. They're always on the other side.
I wonder why. Is it cheaper?
Well, their terminal is on that side, and I don't think they fly anywhere west of here. So most of the eastbound flights generally take off and land on the east side.
Oh, okay.
So, and we're on the west side. So
How close is it? I mean,
it's just over there's just a bridge there. You'll see planes that go over a bridge coming and going.
oh, okay.
It's not. I mean, there can be some pretty long taxis here at DFW Airport. But if you land on the east side, it won't take as long because
Oh, okay. All right.
you're closer to the terminal. Here comes that Japan Airlines.
Well, I noticed
plane.
that coming in, that it took us a while to get to the gate.
Well, you might have landed way over.
I think, yeah.
There's there's 7 runways here. 6 of them are in operation right now, and the closest one in is not. So.
Well, JetBlue is very, very popular in Boston.
Yeah.
It's almost a major hub for JetBlue.
Well, they were hooked up with American for a little while there, and I guess the government put the kibosh on that.
Now JetBlue goes to Amsterdam,
Wow.
and it's a big deal now.
But it's just on a narrow body plane, right? You know?
But they've done it. The seats were very comfortable. I would say they were new seats on the A320. I just, there was a few people that were like, I was right on the aisle seat, and they were coming by and nudging me a little bit every time they went by. But besides that, it was pretty comfortable.
That's good. Well, so Japan Airlines is getting ready to park at Terminal D after its flight from Narita Airport in Tokyo. We've got a flight from Aguas Calientes coming in. Your phone started working again?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're talking to Sarah Deal, the real deal. Accept no substitutes, and she's here with us for just a little bit. We're only going to be here for another, 45 minutes? Doesn't seem quite right. So, where'd that plane go? The plane from Aguas Calientes. I think it's in sight. Over that mound. There it is. It's American Eagle Flight 4896. Operated by SkyWest Airlines, CRJ 701ER. Just shy of a 2-hour flight from Mexico. Landing on 36 left. TriStar Darren, channel member, says, "Oh wow, you made it, Sarah Deal. That's awesome. Great to hear you." Mary Extraordinaire says, "Hi, Sarah Deal." Michelle RS says, "Hi, Sarah." And Sarah's checking in, says, "I'm here, everyone." So very cool. And Chuck Tolsma, responding to Sarah's tale, said, "I've had those landings before." I can't say that I have. Well, I don't fly that often, so. This is American Flight 941. It's an Airbus A319 arriving from another Mexican destination, Monterrey. Huh?
All that stuff that he's reading.
Oh, great. Well, one of those things. We've got a groundskeeping crew, and they're doing some edging, and this is across the street, but it's the clippings are making their way over to our location here.
Whiskey Juliet.
Maybe it's their way of telling us that we shouldn't be here. But well, we're here. We'll be out of their way in about 45 minutes.
Tower Scott, Search 6, visual 36 left. We're on the west side, Bravo 1 today.
Let's see. We've got American Flight 1066 coming in from Mexico City. It's a 737-800.
Clear line 36 left, Sky Search 96, and can you see the exit ports again?
Walt, I'll give you a lot of credit.
Okay, for one, roger that. Thanks.
Why is that?
This is not easy. Being I've watched you now. I've watched Kevin behind the scenes.
Well, I get a lot of inspiration from Kevin.
Hotel, I'm at 27889 out, runway 26 left. Land 36 left, 27.
But thank you. I think that's a compliment.
Oh, it is definitely. It's multitasking.
Multitasking, yes, but you know, if you're in I've been in broadcasting all my life, so that's what you do. You know, if you're whether you're a disc jockey or when I started, what I did when I started in TV news was a one-man band, although that terminology is now not politically correct anymore, but. You know, you go out and shoot the story, and you process the film, which was film when I started, and you edit the film, and you write the story, and you voice the track, and you do all that stuff, and so you're just used to it. Yeah. Well, that's why I kind of felt Sarah was talking about, you know, how Kevin had a similar background. I kind of felt inspired by what he did. Kevin, we're talking about Kevin of Airline Videos Live, because, you know, we had kind of similar backgrounds in TV news. From Chihuahua in Mexico comes American Eagle Flight 3296, a CRJ 701ER. There it is. Ooh, I hear a plane coming at us now. Headed for takeoff position, or maybe I'm wrong. There's the flight from Chihuahua. There's that Korean Air 747 parked over there at the cargo facility. See if we can zero in on that for a little bit and see what you guys are saying. David Rutherford, channel member, asks, Walt, what is the white tail in the background when you pan toward the fire training tower next to 13 right? Did they paint the fire training mock wide body at the training pit? Yeah, I think that's what that is where that is, and I think that's the, we'll see if I can get a shot of that for you.
Tower, good morning, Envoy 3760, visual. 36 left and understand Echo 1.
So we pan, we're over here.
Good to land 36 left, Envoy 3760.
No, gotta go a little further. Here we go. Yes, so
36 right, line
there you see it's kind of a, looks like a control tower there, but it's used in fire training exercises, and that tail is of a plane that's just sitting there. I think it's an old plane. It may be a replica, I don't know, but they use it to train firefighters. And it can be quite disturbing when they fire that thing up, and thick black smoke is rising from right there adjacent to the runways here. It's a little upsetting, I would think, especially if you were on a flight that was coming in or going out and you saw that there. We are about to see American Eagle. I believe this is going to Laredo, Texas, down in the southern part of the state.
Whiskey Mike, cross 36 right, 185, local 974. Good day.
Channel member Craig Russell says the airport in Austin, Texas, adding 2 new international routes. Viva Aerobus adding a new route from Austin to Monterey, and Air Canada adding one from Austin to Montreal. So that's exciting. Austin is a pretty happening place. We were there once for a couple days last year. They were very welcoming, and I'm keen to go back there. They see a lot of they see some airlines that we don't see here. They see KLM and Virgin Atlantic, and what else? That was Sun Country, flight 671 coming in from Minneapolis, St. Paul. And going out, this, we've got 2 American Airlines, well, 3 actually, let's see. The one in the foreground is flight 2720 going to Tucson. That's an Airbus A321. The one in the background, I don't know. So double your pleasure with Airbus A321s there. The one in the foreground is going to Sacramento, I believe. So both are West Coast bound. Also have an American Eagle Embraer 175, which is destined for Corpus Christi in Texas. There it is on the right. So the final hour that we have here with you is usually pretty busy. And we're into the final half hour here, just about. And we should be seeing, in the not too distant future, an Atlas Air coming in from Anchorage. It's going to be here in about 8 minutes or so. An Atlas Air 747. So that's always exciting. What?
Echo 1 Whiskey Juliet, hold short 56 right on board 3760.
This is a flight to Sacramento on its way.
36 right line up, window, 461.
Kind of wish we could stay here longer this morning, but I do have that job I've got to get to. So we'll have to pack things up here starting in about a half hour, so.
Good morning, 2081.
This American Eagle flight is going to Corpus Christi on the Texas Gulf Coast.
All right, I've had scope 36 right clear for takeoff on Boeing 5464. 36 right, line up on the way.
Another American Eagle Embraer 175 is off to Wichita.
Clear to land, 36 left, and transfer up Echo 1 United. D-line, 36 right, clear takeoff, 2720.
There's an A321. It's going to Tucson in Arizona. As these birds are gathering here at the south end of runway 36 right. And we await the arrival of an Atlas Air 747.
Lap and away, 36 right, onboard 3799. And tower, onboard 3799. We need a minute real quick.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, you know,
Hold
it's,
short, 36 right, onboard 3799.
they've got 85% of the traffic here, so. Yeah.
36 right, ground at 0.85, onboard 37. Tower onboard 3799, we're ready whenever you are.
Here's an example of how close we can get to the action here. We can get closer, actually. So we say hello to the flight deck on American Flight 452. That's going to Tulsa, Oklahoma, an Airbus A320. And you know what? That plane, because it is 24 yeyears old, we must salute it in the way that we do.
1999.
So that plane, that flight crew is operating a 24-year-old aircraft from the 20th century. The Atlas Air is now just a couple minutes out. We're going to take a look at a United plane next, which is arriving from Denver, Flight 1469. It's an A319, and it's also a 20th century plane.
1998.
We shall now turn our collective attention to the southern skies, where
36 right, line up await, American 452.
we've got Atlas Air Flight 8106 in our sights to 747-800.
close to takeoff, RNAV to Haskell, American 452.
Envoy 3515, you can set up your preferred level.
36 right, line of flight, Envoy 3515.
Rapid 27.2 runway. Today, American 27.2.
Echo, Yankee, hold short, right, 14.
So there's 1 queen, 2 queens, and 3 queens. So that plane left Anchorage 5 hours and 23 minutes ago, according to our pals at Flight Radar 24.
36 right, line of flight, American 2211.
And it's going to be headed over to the same general vicinity as that Korean Air Queen, which we saw arrive live earlier this morning. Almost forgot, as we signed on today, we saw a, what was it? It's another cargo queen taking off. Whoops. Sorry about that. I had a wayward thumb there. I don't know if we're going to be seeing the Korean Air flight this morning. I do not see it on the radar. The Korean Air passenger plane from Seoul. Usually comes in around this time, and I don't know if it's been delayed or canceled, or maybe it just doesn't operate on Fridays. I'm not sure.
Land runway 36 left, American 2195.
That's a handsome aircraft. I'm kind of partial to 747s. So it's going to pull into this cargo facility where you see the Korean Air cargo plane right there. And again, this is something we cannot show you from our regular perch at Founders Plaza. We can see the cargo planes land, but the ones that aren't UPS, but we can't see where they park. So there you go. Get a look at some of the action right in front of us now. Because we have what we call here in Texas a passel of planes lining up to take off on 36 right. If we pan over here, we can watch American Flight 1902. I think this is what this is. Going to Oklahoma City. There's that MD-11 still parked over there at UPS. It was on the radar, but unless there was another one over there that escaped our sights.
Go all the way to your left, here, on the up to 368.
We have an Alaska Airlines plane to show you here. It's Flight 543. It's going to Seattle. This is a 737-900 version. Well, we've got just, I think we've got more than a passel now of planes arrayed in front of us. And they're still coming. I believe that's American Flight 1729, which is going to Fresno, California. It's a 737-800. But you'll be seeing in the foreground several other aircraft that are will be waiting their turn to take off. What do we have here? We've got the Astro Jet livery. Sarah's gotten up to take a look at that. It's a handsome plane. That's a nice looking plane, although I still like the newer old American livery, the one with the AA on the tail. That's the one I like the best. Wow. Sarah's saying British Airways has a retro which has curtains in the windows. That's pretty retro. Well, there you see. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm counting 10 planes lined up now, but I may have missed some. Just a lot of planes here.
Tower Envoy 4073, vision approach 36 left.
Envoy 4073, descend 36 left for the land with 360 top.
36 left for the land, Envoy 4073.
Envoy 37.
So much going on now. I haven't even looked at what you guys are saying.
Haskell 36 right, clear for takeoff, Envoy 37.
Tom Marchant says completely agree, Walt, the old AA livery.
36 right, land up and wait, 34 left.
Yeah. Sarah liked that retro. Look at this. We got, pardon me, may I have some Grey Poupon? So you get double barrel Airbus action there for you. Well, not exactly action, they're just kind of parked next to each other. John P. says, good morning, everyone. Frank C. says, didn't the American Airlines staff pull the retro livery to raise some dough? I thought I saw it on Fox 4, which is a local channel here. I don't know. I never saw that story. Here's another special livery. It's the Medal of Honor American Airlines livery. Get a pretty good look at that in the sunlight. That plane was arriving from, looks like Denver.
Takeoff 36 right, RNAV Haskell, American 2379.
It's like a double mint commercial. As American Flight 2379 lifts off for San Francisco in the background there. Let's follow that up into the sky, shall we?
Departure, Envoy 3411.
It's also an Airbus A321.
2139, 4 miles, we go through the jet. 1584, you just had to be secured left wing.
Donovan White, 36 right, American 1584.
2139, you just had to be secured for the wing. Clear to land, 36 left, United.
Well, we've got about 10 minutes of broadcasting left
36 left, turn right on Charlie.
on this Friday morning.
All right, cross 36 left, and
Thanks, 1067, cross, 36 right, contact ground.
Tom Marchant says, I wonder if you'll get a wave from any of those pilots. I don't know. You know, I am not that interested in getting waved at by pilots. I think they ought to pay attention to what they're doing, especially when there's so many planes around them.
Envoy 3588, just had 36 left for the wing.
36 left, clear to land, Envoy 3588.
Oh, we're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 aircraft. The one that's just about to take off is not this one because it's going in the wrong direction. We've got American Flight 1584 to Las Vegas, which is about to peek out from behind this plane.
Oh, short 36 right, Golf 8, Envoy 30, 40, 76.
1584 on that, Astro 36 right, just take up.
Take off 36 right, on that, Asco, 1584.
Sierra 3224, just had 36 right.
He said. There it is. If you're wondering what the word Euless means, that is a suburb of here in this great metroplex adjacent to the airport. It's the name of a city. And I'm sure there's a story behind the name Euless, but I don't know what it is.
Down to Echo 1, United 2139.
Departure 1584.
Hey, look, there's Vince Las Vegas, a channel member, friend of the channel. Good morning to you, Walton. All nice to see you. And TGIF. Thank you, Vince. Oh, Sarah's got the history of Euless. I can't get it right now, but...
This is an 1881 Alicia Adam and Julia Euless from Tennessee built a home in Cotton Gin nearby, and the community began to thrive. Local farmers decided to honor the young man whose presence seemed to coincide with better times, and the community was named for him. The Euless Post Office opened in 1886 and closed in 1910.
Well, there you go. The history of Euless, thanks to Sarah, the real deal, here on site with us at DFW Airport. Is there anything, I won't say any flights, well, we've got a flight incoming, it's a regional flight. So most of what we're going to bring you for these last few minutes looks like it's going to be takeoffs, like this one to Palm Springs.
Echo 1, I'm with the 588. On a boy, runway 36, Brandon 520.
Looks like 2294 to Seattle.
Tower runway 3917. Are you planning on just holding it here, or are we going to cross again at some point? Okay, copy. Tower runway 6486, visual 365. 368, ground 25. Block. Envoy 3384, envoy 4073, cross 368, contact ground 25, cross 9 gentlemen. Envoy 4073, envoy 3384. Envoy 3588, United 2139, cross 368, contact ground 25, cross 9 gentlemen.
Plane we just took off. Did I say that? It was going to Seattle? Okay, going to Seattle. I'm losing all track of aircraft here, but we got this one's running a race here, this little American Eagle plane.
American 2193, visual 36 left. Subland 36 left, American 2193. Six right, fine, plate, American 2128. 2357 will be next. Appreciate being with you, work out.
Well, I hate to say it, but that's just about going to do it for us. We've run out of time to bring all these planes. We'll be back soon. Sunday, maybe? Sunday mornings when we try to bring you a regular program. Sunday morning at 7 Central Time. So we will post that when we can. And let us first do this. We've got to say thank you to some people. To channel sponsor James Webb for, well, being really great to the channel. So thank you to James Webb, to Airline Videos Live, and Kevin for letting us use his batteries while he's away from here. They'll be charged up for your next visit, Kevin. Thank you again. And of course, as always, to the Runway DFW Moderation Federation, which keeps track of you guys and makes things makes it a really nice place to hang out. That's one reason why people like us here at Runway DFW. And also thank you to Sarah, the real deal, for coming out and just hanging out with us here along the side of the road. Now is the time when we get to say thank you to all the members, at least as of last night, on Runway DFW.
school, clear takeoff.
All right, that's going to do it for us for this Friday. Thank you once again to, well, there's Craig Russell, who's celebrating 2 months of membership. Thank you, Craig. We'll be back, I think, Sunday morning. Well, we'll keep you informed about that. Until then, happy contrails to you. Until we meet again on Runway DFW. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
For overseas acts and promotional consideration furnished by Pan American World Airways, the world's most experienced airline. Pan Am makes the going great. This is Dick Tufeld speaking.